U.S. Open is going on right now. The U.S. Open is one of the biggest tournaments for tennis. There are 4 throughout the year, and this is the last one for the year. They're called Grand Slams, and they take place over 2 weeks. And they're really, really big, huge for tennis players. Andre Agassi, if you don't know, is a tennis player for the United States. He has been playing for over 20 years now, and he's 36, which is ancient. I got hair over my face. He's 36, which is like ancient in athlete terms. So he announced earlier on in the year during Wimbledon, which is another one of the Grand Slams, that he was going to retire after this season, so basically after the U.S. Open. So he's had some really, really bad problems with his back, to the point that he's had to go to the hospital after matches to stick a long-ass needle in his back filled with cortisone, just so that the inflammation could come down quick enough so that he could be ready for his next match. So anyways, no one's had any real high hopes for him. You know, they don't expect him to make it all the way to the finals. But everybody's rooting for him to at least have a good tournament and make it through a couple of rounds. So he had his first round a couple days ago, and he made it through, which is like, whew, because you don't want like a legend to go out in the first round of a major tournament. It's just like a nasty way to go, right? So, you know, the relief sets in, and then kind of like anything other than that is like icing on the cake. At least he didn't go out in the first round, and, you know, he gave a good showing. So anyway, so his next match was last night against a guy named Baghdatis, who's from Cyprus. The guy's 21, so we're dealing with a guy in the early stages of his career versus a guy who is in the final stages of his career. So in some ways, it's an interesting match, right? The young guy has youth on his side. The old guy has wisdom and experience on his side. So Agassi wins the first 2 sets, 6-4, 6-4. Great, wonderful, yay! Looks like he's going to go on in the third round. We're happy. But as is with sports and life, things are never guaranteed. And there's almost the only thing you're guaranteed of is unpredictability. So Agassi's looking great. We're thinking he's going to get through in like, 3 sets and be off the court in like an hour and a half. Well, no such luck. He loses the 3rd set, 6-3. He's up in the 4th set for love, and then just kind of has a brain fart for a minute. So Baghdatis comes back and basically wins that set 7-5. So now we're talking about a 5th set. Now we have to go back and consider Agassi is not in the best of health. We don't know if he can handle a 5-setter.
From where he starts.
They've been out there now for probably close to 3 hours, because the whole tennis match went 3 hours and 45 minutes. Like, that's a long-ass time to be out there hitting balls hard. At one point, the crowd is, like, doing the wave for, like, 5 minutes. And in tennis, you can't really play when there's movement, so they don't let you play, spectators come in the middle of the game, because it's distracting to the players. You're supposed to be quiet in tennis when the players are playing. And the crowd is just crazy. They're into it, and they're like doing the wave like they're at a football game for 5 minutes, and like the players literally have to stop and wait because they can't really play while that's going on. I mean, it was brilliant. It was electric. It was exciting, and on top of that, like, it's looking like maybe Agassi will actually pull through this crazy long match and move on to the 3rd round. So they're in the 5th set, and Agassi is up 5-4. Baghdatis is serving, and we're just praying. Come on, Agassi! Just break him! You know what? I don't even know what happened in the 5th set. I can't remember point. So, okay, forget the point thing, because I'm going to mess it up and say the wrong thing, and someone's going to be like totally freaking out that I said, it was this, and whatever. It's just, there's something about watching people persevere and work through pain. Like, there's this motion that a lot of tennis players do now when they bang their heart. Like, you guys dig deep and really dig into your heart and put it all out there, leave it all out there on the court. And a lot of times I feel like that's like life, you know? I mean, for the things you really want in life, I'm not saying that it has to be hard to get them, but it requires heart, and it requires you really digging deep. And to watch a 36-year-old man who was at the hospital 2 days ago getting needles stuck in his spine so that he could go out there and play, I mean, that's just like the ultimate in dedication. And then you got this other guy, Baghdatis, out there limping around. His muscles are contracting in his leg. He can barely walk, and he's still trying to play. He's close to tears, because if any of you have ever had a muscle spasm, you know that is just not cute. I mean, that ain't cute when you're just lying in bed and trying to get it to stop spasming. Imagine you're out in front of 23,000 people, and your leg is spasming, and you're trying to play a match, and it's on television, and millions of people are watching you. It's crazy. I just think when you watch sports and you see that type of dedication, you know, it's such an inspiration to apply to your own life and be like, you know what, if they can go out there and be in that much pain, because it ain't cute being an athlete, you know, it hurts. If they can go out there and do that, then, you know, we can certainly do that in the things that inspire us in our life, or the things that we dream about doing in our life, you know? You gotta get a little hard, just dig deep and go for it. And who cares if you're scared, and who cares if you think it might not work out, you know, just go for it. Bottom line is, we get to the fifth set, you know, you're feeling like, I don't know if he can do it, but he manages to break Baghdatis late in the set and win it.
Watch out! Another one for the ages. And Agassi still lives.
So here's my bow down to Andre Agassi for an amazing career, some amazing entertainment and inspiration in this final tournament. And if you get a chance to watch him, he's playing tomorrow, hopefully, if the rains go away. And, you know, watch it. Watch it for the inspiration, even if you don't like tennis. I guarantee you will be thrilled. Peace.